Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Bold and the Beautiful recap Tuesday, Sept 17. Brooke bites back, RJ and Finn's dynamic, Hope's challenge. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Tuesday, September 17, 2024 is finally here. In today's episode, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, bites back at Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. The Bold and the Beautiful recap highlights. Meanwhile, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, unexpectedly runs into John, Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, plus RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, meets with Finn to discuss the Luna Nozoa, Lisa Yamada, aftermath. B&B spoilers, Steffi Forrester Finnegan's threat. B&B recap for Tuesday, September 17 reveals that Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Masinswood, and Hope are still in the design room. Steffi warns Hope to steer clear of Finn or HFTF is canned. They continue to bicker back and forth. Over in the CEO office, Brooke says Steffi showed true leadership in the meeting. Brooke asks Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., if he would have backed Steffi axing the line. Taylor interrupts and says it's not Brooke's place to question Steffi's decisions. Brooke bites back that at least she works there. Brooke reminds Taylor that she doesn't belong in an office she isn't employed at. Brooke adds that Steffi needs to start respecting both her and Hope. Ridge steps in and separates them. Taylor says Steffi showed enormous restraint. Brooke defends her daughter and says the kiss will never happen again. Taylor isn't so sure. The Bold and the Beautiful recap. RJ Forrester's heartbreak. Finn is in his office at the hospital. Finn stares at his wedding photo and then has a flashback of seeing Steffi in the cage. RJ enters, snapping Finn back to the present. Finn says he's been wondering how RJ is holding up after the whole Luna situation. RJ admits that it's a lot to process. Tom Starr, Clint Howard, and Paul Hollis W. Chambers, are dead. If Finn hadn't found Steffi, then Luna would have killed 3 people. RJ quizzes Finn on how he knew something was wrong. Finn says he and Steffi have a connection. RJ hopes she can find someone with that kind of connection. Finn tries to reassure RJ. For now, RJ just plans on focusing on work. Finn and RJ talk about working with Hope and Steffi. B&B spoilers. Brooke Logan's observation. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Tuesday, September 18 reveals that Brooke comes into the design office to hear Steffi. Brooke hears Steffi telling Hope, "Finn is my husband and you put your lips on him. Don't ever do something like that again." Brooke tells Steffi to drop it already. Steffi won't forget it and won't drop it. Steffi reminds Hope she's watching her. Brooke's eyes widen as she processes how fiercely Steffi is holding on to Hope's betrayal. Steffi joins Ridge in the CEO office. Ridge is surprised by Steffi's decision. Steffi claims the line could be lucrative. Steffi adds that she will support Hope's line as long as she stays away from Finn. Taylor smirks. Steffi tells Ridge that Hope is turning into Brooke. Ridge doesn't see that as a bad thing. Taylor reasons Hope has been fighting her inner slut for years, and just couldn't do it anymore. Taylor claims this happens all the time in her practice. Ridge is going to give Hope the benefit of the doubt. The Bold and the Beautiful recap, Tuesday, September 17, 2024. Finn runs into Hope at El Giardino. Hope looks around nervously, but Finn says he's just grabbing lunch for the nurses. Finn congratulates Hope on keeping her line. However, Finn is also confused because Hope seems stressed. Hope just says they should avoid each other. Finn still cares about Hope and wishes she could get along with Steffi. Finn's food is ready. As Finn zooms off, Hope flashes back to the good doctor's magical massages. Hope also recalls that Finn promised to be there whenever she needed him. It was a day of fiery confrontations, tense exchanges, and unspoken truths on The Bold and the Beautiful The episode for Tuesday, September 17, brought drama at every turn, with Brooke reclaiming her power, RJ and Finn's unexpected bond blossoming, and Hope facing a challenge that could redefine her relationships and future. ### Brooke's defiant stand, a clash with Taylor. The episode opened with Brooke Logan standing in the Forrester mansion, facing off with none other than her longtime rival, Taylor Hayes. Their confrontations are infamous in the halls of bold and beautiful history, but today had a particular edge. The tension was palpable, cutting through the luxurious setting as the two women, still beautiful and determined, circled one another like wildcats protecting their territory. "Don't pretend you know what's best for Ridge," Brooke spat, her voice sharp, as Taylor attempted to counsel her on Ridge's inner thoughts and desires. It was a classic Brooke move, direct, unapologetic, and biting in a way only she can manage. Taylor, on the other hand, was the picture of cold restraint, but her eyes burned with the same intensity that Brooke carried. "Ridge and I have a connection that you can't break," Taylor countered, her tone smooth but filled with underlying venom. This wasn't just about Ridge. It never really is. It was about power and control, both women trying to reclaim their past and shape their future. Brooke, however, had other plans. "I've been playing nice, Taylor, but I'm done with that," Brooke snapped, stepping closer. "You think you can just walk in here and change everything? Not while I'm standing." There was something fierce in Brooke's posture, a challenge that hung in the air. She was a woman who had been pushed, but this time she wasn't about to back down. Taylor's response was equally steely, but there was a flicker of something deeper. A realization, perhaps, that the battle for Ridge's heart was far from over. RJ and Finn's growing dynamic, a new bromance. In a surprising twist, the episode shifted from the stormy standoff between Brooke and Taylor to a quieter, more reflective scene at the Forrester Creations office. R.J. Forrester and Dr. John Finn Finnegan shared a moment that highlighted a growing bond between the two men, something that seemed both unexpected and refreshing. While R.J. had initially been wary of Finn, largely due to the tension surrounding Finn's involvement with Steffi and the chaotic Forrester family dynamics, Tuesday's episode showed a softer side to their relationship. Finn, still shaken from his ongoing struggles with his marriage to Steffi and the revelation of Hope's feelings, found himself confiding in RJ. "It's all so complicated," Finn admitted, leaning back against the desk, his usually composed demeanor faltering slightly. "I thought I had everything figured out, and now I'm not so sure." RJ, though younger and less entangled in the mess of romantic drama, offered an unexpected sense of wisdom. "It's never going to be simple with our family," RJ said with a wry smile. "But that doesn't mean you can't find a way to make things work." The two men shared a moment of understanding, a quiet bond that felt like the beginning of a true friendship. There was something easy and authentic about their interaction, a dynamic that felt like it could play out into something deeper, whether it be in terms of mutual support or a genuine brotherly connection that has long been missing in the Forrester clan. Hope's challenge, facing the truth. While RJ and Finn's budding bromance offered a brief respite, the episode quickly shifted gears back to Hope Logan, who found herself at the center of a challenge she never anticipated, one that would push her to confront her deepest fears and desires. After weeks of mounting tension and emotionally charged moments with Thomas Forrester, Hope was finally forced to face the truth about her feelings. The scene played out in the intimate, polished setting of the Forrester cabin, where Hope stood facing a mirror, her reflection betraying the inner turmoil she'd been trying so hard to hide. Her thoughts were chaotic, swirling between her failed marriage with Liam, her connection to Thomas, and the dark consequences that had begun to take hold of her life. As she stared into her own eyes, Hope whispered to herself, "What have I done?" The weight of her choices hung heavy in the air, and it was clear that Hope was struggling to reconcile the woman she had been with the one she was becoming. She had always been the moral compass of the Logan family, the one who believed in doing the right thing, but lately the lines had blurred. In the midst of her internal battle, Thomas arrived at the cabin, bringing with him a surge of emotion that Hope wasn't sure she could handle. There was a moment of silence as they locked eyes, Thomas, hopeful and intense, and Hope, wary and vulnerable.